We're checking out the best resorts here in Puerto Rico, and our first stop is El Conquistador Resort located in Fajardo. Look at the views from this gorgeous resort. It has a private island. We're going to get into all of that in this video. First, let's talk about the check-in process, the cost, how long we stayed there. We paid around $375 per night for 2 nights. We actually ended up coming here for our anniversary. Jose and I have been together for 7 years, so we figured why not come to one of the most romantic resorts located here in Puerto Rico in Fajardo. We live in San Juan, which is about an hour drive, so we drove for about an hour to get here. They did have parking vouchers for us, so we did not have to pay for parking, which was really nice. The parking was a little far from the resort, but they do have shuttles that pick you up and drop you right off to the lobby.
The minute that we walked into the resort, I feel like I was transported somewhere in Europe, maybe Greece, maybe Spain, who knows, but the views were unmatched, as you can see. What I liked is that they had multiple pool areas. There was like a more calm one and then like a more lit one. We about to go check out this pool and see what it do, right, babe? Right, babe? Guess what we fucking with? This place was really visually stimulating with all of their dope pieces of art. It almost felt like we were in a museum. This place definitely has a romantic feel to it. You know, it was a pretty nice experience to come here celebrating our anniversary. One thing about Jarrell is that he loves traveling, and something that we bonded over was just exploring different parts of the world. So coming to this resort was really nice because it made me feel as though we were exploring again. We've been to Italy, London, Mexico, the DR, and I have to say that this place really does match up to that. But yeah, my friends, wait until I show you what the room looks like.
This is the bedroom. I'm recording. Nice TV. Got the bathroom. Nice and clean. The views from our room were incredible. I felt like I was in a music video. Every morning I woke up here and I just stared out into the horizon. I think the view was my favorite part of the resort, to be honest. Right now, like I said, we live in San Juan, and this resort had me thinking, do I want to move to Fajardo? Anyways, this is our coffee brand. I figured why not take advantage and do a little video shoot with a view like this. If you want to try our coffee, you can order it at planetadecafe.com. After that impromptu photo shoot, we went to go explore the rest of the resort. Even though we already had coffee, we wanted to check out what the coffee shop was like here, and we did not disappoint. They had a ton of good options.
We're currently in a Conquistador. Obviously, you know, we need to get a little cafecito to get our day started, and this looks like a cute little spot. As you can see, they got Auto Grande, premium Puerto Rican. I could fuck with it.
This resort is built on kind of like a cliff, so there are elevators where you can move around pretty freely. We took the elevator down to this area to get this beautiful view. This section that I'm filming at had a juice bar and a gym. I was like, wow, they have everything here.
So far, I am super satisfied with our stay here. It's getting a little cloudy, but I'm not too worried about it because, you know, in Puerto Rico, anytime it rains, it's just a passing shower. But yeah, this is a wonderful resort. We've actually been thinking it might even be a good wedding venue, but stay tuned. As you know, we are fitness junkies, so knowing that this place had a fully equipped gym that's 24 hours, and look at that little snack that comes with it. But this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking vacation. Yes, I can have my little drinky drinks guilt free and then come over here and get my little workout in. Well, it's a little bit of guilt, but you know, what's a good vacation without some guilt eating?
Now let's move on and see the rest of the resort.
How magical is all I can say.
The food is the most important part of a vacation for me. I was nervous before coming here because usually like fancy spots like this, the food isn't that good. But let me tell you, the food was amazing here. Brunch, lunch, dinner, everything. We didn't need any cash because you could just put everything on the room, and we were going everywhere just saying, put it on the room, put it on the room. It adds up, so be very careful. We were throwing back those espresso martinis, and child, let's just say that it added up. It definitely added up, but it was worth every single bite and drink because, you know, the quality was there. It was there. If the quality wasn't there, I'd be upset about the price, but you get what you pay for here.
Being that this trip was for our anniversary, the last thing I wanted was my babe to be mad over food. Let me tell you, he doesn't get mad over much things, but when it comes to spending money on a bad meal, woof, that could have messed up the whole trip. How many of you get mad whenever you go somewhere and the food isn't good? At the Conquistador, you definitely don't have to worry about that. When Jero and I first got together, we didn't have much money to go out to eat, but we did bond over food. I was actually a really picky eater. Jarrell even said that it was kind of a deal breaker at first, but you know, after time, he started introducing me to different foods. Here I am eating pasta. Believe it or not, I never even used to eat pasta, but you know, I guess it takes sometimes someone coming into your life and showing you different things so that you can experience the world in a different way. But for context, we definitely weren't at no high-end resorts trying all of these foods. We were cooking them at home. So it was a nice change to be able to come somewhere so luxurious and being able to enjoy all this wonderful food was amazing. What's even more amazing is that we're at a tequila spot that has tacos. Tacos and tequila? I'll fuck with it. I don't know which view I like better. The one that was sitting right in front of me, that nice blue water that was behind him, or these beautiful tacos. Let's just say I was in heaven.
Puerto Ricans don't specialize in tacos, but they sure know how to make them pretty good. We went from restaurant to restaurant, and I did not get tired of a single place. The staff recognized us in almost all of the restaurants. I think they had seen us on YouTube or TikTok, which was pretty nice. It did take us a long time to edit this video. We've been trying to live in the moment as opposed to creating content all the time. But you know what? We finally got around to editing this video, and we have a lot more planned. So be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now we're at the private island that the resort owns. It's called Palomino. We took the ferry. The ferry is included in your stay. And I think it leaves like about every 30 minutes. It goes to the island, and every 30 minutes it goes back to the island. So pretty much all day long you can jump between. Yeah, we're in Palomino. Such a beautiful day. The water is crystal clear. Everyone seems happy. Honestly, when people are happy, it makes me happy.
Yeah, the cool thing about this place is that the water... Well, let me cut this part, but... The cool thing about this place is that it's family friendly, but it's also great for couples. You have your own little like private beach here, which is separate from where everyone else travels when they come to Palomino. You also have a bar, a restaurant, and even like water skiing and everything that you can't see right here, but there's a little area over here that you can rent like water skis, all that good stuff. But yeah, it's been a really good experience so far, and we'll keep you updated as we continue to journey through our Conquistador.
Puerto Rico has a ton of mini islands. You can go to Icacos as well, Culebra, Vieques. There's so many that you can choose from. Anyway, we headed back to the resort after that day on the island, and we just wanted to hang at the pool because we don't really hang at pools too much living in Puerto Rico. We're always going to beaches. It's like 90 degrees out here. I don't know how Jose has the audacity to go into a jacuzzi, but here he is. I don't know how Jose can get in a jacuzzi as hot as it is here. It was like in the 90s. I was burning up just looking at him, and he was wearing a shirt that had fire on it, which was appropriate because his skin must have been melting in there. I know I would have been melting. I could not sit in that. Anyway, the views, honestly, it was kind of giving Jurassic Park every time we looked outside of our balcony. I never got tired of it. Like, I just looked at it all the time. There were some like work parties going on when we were here, and so there were a ton of people in the pool at different times. So it was also really easy to make friends. I think not only do people stay here, but there are always like corporate parties and stuff going on here. So there's always something to do, and there's always, lively action going on at this resort. It is a bit traditional, it's not super modern. You get that classic Puerto Rico vibe to it. You do kind of feel like you're in Europe. So you're not going to get the modern take here, but you are going to get something very classic, very like Puerto Rico-ish, if you will. That's the best way that I could describe it. I kind of felt like I was traveling back in time into like the 1950s and 60s when people used to come to Puerto Rico for vacation, because that's what it was kind of giving. It was giving very much blast in the past, but I liked it. If you like that kind of classic vibe, you're going to love this place. But if you're like wanting to be on some futuristic stuff, you're not going to get that here. I don't always want that. There are other places you can travel to for that. But if you want like real authentic, I recommend this resort for sure. It is a little expensive, you know, like we said, we paid about $375 per day. It is on the pricey side, but to me, it's worth it because the resort has so much. It has a water park. We didn't record that because it was closed when we were here. It also has a private island, which I think is really nice, and a ton of restaurants and bars.
So to sum it up, if you're looking for that classic Puerto Rico feel and you don't mind spending a little bit of money for a great experience, then this might be the place for you. You know, it was an awesome experience for us to celebrate our anniversary here. And it's also a pretty good place to come to for families. We saw a lot of families here. In our opinion, you definitely get what you pay for here. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and comment below some of the things you'd like us to cover on our next vlog.